Do you ever feel stiff when you're climbing stairs or catch yourself pushing off with your arms just to get up from a chair? A lot of folks think that's just part of getting older. But believe me, most of the time it's because we're missing the right kind of daily movement. Now let me tell you something amazing. In Japan, there are more than 95,000 people over 100 years old, and they're still living on their own. They walk to the store, cook their meals, even play with their grandkids. So what's their secret? It's not magic. It's not perfect genes. It's a simple practice called Taiso. Just 6 gentle moves that have been part of daily life there since 1928. Studies from Harvard and Kyoto University show that these moves can help you stay strong, lower your risk of falling, and keep your balance and independence well into your 80s and beyond. And the best part, no gym. No fancy equipment. Just 10 minutes a day. I'll walk you through it step by step, so trust me, anyone can do this. By the way, drop your city in the comments. I'd love to know where you're tuning in from. Alright, Japanese therapists call the very first move the foundation of balance. Ready? Let's try it together right now. Alright, so the very first move we're going to start with is called the arm raise stretch. In Japan, this is actually the opening gesture of a nationwide morning routine called Radio Taiso. You might have seen groups of elders in the park at sunrise, arms lifting up together, moving gracefully in unison. This is that exact motion. Now it looks simple, maybe even too easy. But trust me, it wakes up your whole upper body in a way walking or casual stretching just doesn't. Let's do it together. Stand tall, feet about shoulder width apart. Feel yourself grounded evenly on both legs. Take a deep breath in and slowly raise both arms overhead, reaching toward the ceiling like you're trying to grow a little taller. Keep your chest open, shoulders relaxed. Let your ribs expand with the inhale. Then as you breathe out, let your arms float gently back down to your sides. Feel that release across your chest and shoulders. Good. Repeat that 10 to 12 times, nice and slow. Let your breath guide the rhythm. As you move, notice how your shoulders start to loosen, your chest begins to open, and even the middle of your back feels lighter. A lot of my students tell me they feel the difference after just a few rounds, almost like someone lifted a weight off their upper spine. And the science backs this up. Harvard Health reports that stretching the chest muscles regularly can reduce neck and shoulder pain and even help fix that hunched posture we get from years of sitting. Think of this move as giving your lungs more room to breathe. More oxygen flowing through your body. More energy for your day ahead. It's gentle, but it's powerful. When you finish your set, pause for a moment. Notice how you feel taller, more upright, maybe even more awake. That's your body saying thank you. And now that your chest and shoulders are awake, let's stretch sideways and bring some more freedom into the ribs and hips with our next move. The second move in this routine is called the side reach. In Japanese Taiso, they describe it like bending bamboo in the wind, strong at the roots, but soft and flexible through the body. Let's try it together. Stand tall, feet about shoulder width apart. Really feel yourself planted into the ground. Slowly raise one arm straight up toward the ceiling. Stretch it long, but keep the shoulder relaxed. Now take a breath in, stay tall, and as you breathe out, gently lean your torso to the opposite side. Feel that stretch flow through your ribs, your waist all the way down into the side of your hip. Hold it there for about 3 seconds, keep breathing steady, then come back to center nice and slow. Switch sides and repeat. Aim for 8 to 10 times each way. No rush. The goal is to feel the stretch, not to force it. As you do this, you'll notice those little muscles between your ribs start to open up. Your hips and waist loosen. Your whole torso begins to move with more ease. A lot of us, especially as we get older, carry tension along the sides of the body without even realizing it. That stiffness makes every stride shorter. Every step feels less confident. But with this simple move, you're bringing back flexibility to the muscles that let you walk with a longer, steadier stride. Kyoto University researchers even found that regular side bending can cut the risk of chronic lower back pain by up to 30%. Why? Because it keeps your spine mobile and the supporting muscles supple. I like to think of it like oiling the hinges on a door. Day to day, you don't always notice the stiffness, but once you free it up, everything moves better. After just a few sessions, many of my students tell me they feel lighter when they walk. Their legs carry them more easily simply because the sides of their torso aren't locked up anymore. And here's a bonus: when your ribcage moves freely, your breathing becomes deeper and smoother too. So take your time with this one. Enjoy the stretch. Let yourself sway gently, just like bamboo in the breeze. And once the sides of your body are open and flexible, it's so much easier to twist and turn. That's exactly where we're heading next. The third move we're going to do together is called the cross arm open. This one has been part of Japan's group exercise culture since way back in 1928. If you picture a schoolyard or a park in the morning, you'd see rows of people, young and old, standing tall, arms stretched wide, moving together to wake up their bodies for the day. Let's try it right now. Stand tall, feet about shoulder width apart. Extend your arms straight out at shoulder height, fingertip to fingertip, like you're making a long line. As you breathe in, slowly cross your arms in front of your chest. Let them overlap gently, almost like you're giving yourself a little hug. Then, as you breathe out, sweep them back open. Pull your shoulder blades together. Open wide through the chest. Do that 10 to 12 times. Let your breath set the pace. With each opening, feel your chest expand, your upper back wake up like you're pressing away years of stiffness. You'll notice the muscles across your shoulders, chest, and upper spine starting to warm and strengthen. Those are the very areas that tend to collapse forward as we get older. You know that forward slump, sometimes called the question mark posture. It doesn't just make you look older. It also makes breathing harder and balance trickier. By practicing this move, you're retraining your postural muscles to hold you upright, steady, confident, strong. The Mayo Clinic has shown that strengthening your upper back like this actually improves balance because it realigns your center of gravity and gives your core and legs a stronger anchor. It's a small move, but it carries a big message. Every time you open your arms, you're opening yourself back up to strength, stability, and independence. Take your time with it. Notice how even your breathing feels easier after just a few repetitions. And now that your upper back is active and awake, let's bring the focus a little lower into your spine and lower back. That's where the next move will help you stand taller and feel more supported. The fourth move is called the back arch. This is a classic part of Taiso that so many older adults in Japan rely on to fight against that rounded posture that creeps in with age. Have you ever caught yourself hunched over the kitchen counter or noticed your back curving forward after sitting too long? This move feels like hitting a gentle reset button. Here's how to do it. Stand tall, feet about hip width apart. Place both hands on your hips for support. Take a slow breath in and gently press your chest forward. Lift your gaze just a little bit upward. Let your spine extend without forcing it. Hold that open, upright position for about 3 seconds. Feel the stretch ripple across the front of your hips into your lower back. Then exhale and come back to standing naturally. Repeat that 6 to 8 times. Move slowly, move with intention. With each arch, notice how your spine feels like it's lengthening, how the front of your body opens up, how tension starts to ease out of your lower back. A lot of people are surprised by how such a small movement can make them feel taller, lighter, even more stable on their feet. But that's exactly what happens. When your spine lines up the way it should, pressure on your discs eases. Your lungs can expand more freely, and your whole balance system works better. Harvard research even shows that extension exercises like this can support bone density in your spine, which is so important for preventing fractures later in life. So think of this move as teaching your body to stand proud again. Not bent, not defeated, but strong and upright. After just a few sessions, you may notice standing up from a chair feels easier. Your stride feels longer. You're less worried about stumbling. And now that your spine is realigned and your posture restored, the next natural step is to free up the shoulders. Because when they're tight, the whole upper body feels heavy. So let's open those shoulders together. The fifth move is called the shoulder shrug. It looks simple, almost too simple, but don't let that fool you. Japanese elders have been using it for decades to shake off morning stiffness and even stress. Think of it like a quick refresh for the muscles that carry the most tension: your traps, your neck, the tops of your shoulders. Here's how to do it. Stand tall with your arms relaxed by your sides. Take a deep breath in and slowly lift your shoulders up toward your ears, almost like you're trying to touch them. Hold it there for about 2 seconds. Let those muscles contract fully, then exhale as you drop your shoulders back down with a gentle release. Do that 12 to 15 times. Keep the movement smooth. Keep your breath steady. As you go, you'll feel the muscles along your neck and shoulders tighten, then soften almost like knots being untied one by one. This rhythm may be simple, but it's powerful. It relieves tension in your neck. It improves blood flow to your brain. It even helps sharpen your reflexes. The World Health Organization has found that loosening and strengthening these upper muscles can cut the risk of dizziness and balance issues by as much as 25%. That's a big deal when it comes to preventing falls. And let me tell you, I've seen this firsthand. Many of my older students carried years of tightness in their shoulders. After just a week or two of daily shrugs, they felt lighter, freer, like a weight had been lifted off their bodies. They didn't even realize was there. The best part, you can do this anywhere. While you're waiting for your coffee to brew, standing at the sink, even during a TV commercial. It takes less than a minute, but it sets the tone for a lighter, freer upper body all day long. And now that your neck and shoulders feel lighter, it's the perfect time to move into our final exercise, one that builds your side stability and ties all these benefits together. The final move in this Taiso sequence is called the side lean. In Japan, people often think of it as the exercise that completes the circle of hip mobility. By the time you get here, your shoulders, your back, your spine, they're already awake. So this one feels like tying everything together. Here's how we'll do it. Stand tall, feet about shoulder width apart. Place both hands comfortably on your hips. Take a breath and keep your chest open and gently lean your torso to the right. Let that stretch ripple through your waist and your hip. Hold it for about 2 seconds. Keep breathing steady, then come back to the center. Now lean to the left the same way. Keep alternating 8 to 10 times each side. Move slowly, move smoothly. As you go, you'll feel the muscles along your hips, your waistline, and deep in your core working to keep you steady. And you might notice something right away. Balancing side to side feels harder than forward and back, doesn't it? That's exactly why this move matters. Most falls in older adults don't happen in a straight line. They often come from a sideways stumble. This side lean trains your body to control its center of gravity to recover when life suddenly pulls you off balance. Researchers in Fukuoka found that exercises like this, ones that build lateral stability, especially paired with one-leg balance, are tied to longer life expectancy and greater independence in old age. So think of this as rehearsal. For stepping off a curb. For reaching sideways to grab a grocery bag. For catching yourself after a little misstep. Every rep builds not just your muscles, but your confidence. And after a week or two, many people tell me they feel steadier turning in the kitchen or walking across uneven ground. That sense of security, truly priceless. And with that, you've now completed all 6 moves. Together, they're so much more than just exercise. They're a system for staying steady, strong, and independent. You've just finished the same 6 Taiso moves that millions of Japanese elders do every single day, and that's something to feel proud of. These aren't just random stretches tossed together. They make up a complete system that keeps your muscles strong, your balance steady, and your body flexible well into the later decades of life. And the beauty is how simple it all is. In the morning, you can spend just 3 minutes with the arm raise, the side reach, and the shoulder shrug to wake your body up. Then in the evening, give yourself 5 or 6 minutes with the cross arm, open the back arch, and the side lean to reset your posture and release the day's tension. No gym, no pressure, no excuses. Just you, your breath, and a few intentional minutes that keep paying off for years. This is the spirit of Kaizen, those small, consistent improvements that stack up into powerful changes. Do me a favor, drop a comment with your first name, your age, and where you're watching from. I read every single one, and I'd love to send a free printable cheat sheet of these 6 moves to a few of you. Remember, no gym, no excuses, just 10 minutes a day. Those small minutes stacked daily become decades of freedom, balance, and confidence. Picture yourself walking steady at 85, still independent, still strong. That's the path you're on right now. So, are you ready to move with me again tomorrow? And if you want to keep this momentum going, don't miss my next video, Japanese Elders 4-foot anchors over 60 proven grip ground to prevent falls, anchor daily. Now it's all about the hidden strength in your feet, and trust me, you'll be surprised at how much they control your balance.